And what about your motivation through year 12? You were saying like, I really just worked as hard as I could, never worked harder. Was it because you knew you wanted to do medicine eventually? Like you had that clarity of that long-term vision, or did you just feel like, as a person, I really need to work my hardest so I don't let myself down? What was the
I think it's
rationale there?
both. I've always wanted to do medicine. My aunt was a doctor, and I don't know, I think just since I was like 7, I've just wanted to do medicine. But that wasn't actually the motivating factor. I'm just super competitive. So I was just like, I knew that if I didn't work as hard as I could, and I knew that if I didn't do the best that I thought that I could, I would be disappointed in myself. Also, I was going for a scholarship at Melbourne Uni, which I did not get, but
Okay.
I was going for, it's called the Chancellor's Scholarship, and
Okay.
they give out one every year,
pretty
and
hard.
it's like free tuition plus a bunch of money, and I was gunning for that. I didn't
Okay.
get it, but yeah,
Sorry to hear.
that was a bit of
Yeah.
it too. Oh, that was, there was a bat's chance in hell that I was gonna get it, but it was, that was a little bit of it as well.
Fair enough. And when you say like you knew you wanted to do medicine at 7, like I feel like we all used to say all those things because like people told us like you should be a lawyer, you should be
Yeah.
right, but like you actually have remained consistent in that. Like what do you think that is? Like how do you think you knew, or do you think people put in the idea in your head and then it happened to be true?
I'm not really sure, actually. I think I've just always been super interested with like, I loved watching doctor shows, and I always have. I love House.
Oh,
I do.
there
I
you go.
love House. It's
I was
so
gonna say
stupid.
that's the best one.
But I just always love like thinking about that you have this whole basically like mechanism going on in your body at all times that you have no idea about, and you have all these trillions and trillions and trillions of teeny little things that are operating basically outside of your knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
And it feels like to me outside of my control, that are just doing whatever they need to be doing.
Yeah.
So I just always found that so interesting, and like as much as I am an English nerd, I knew that that would kind of dry up eventually, and there's so many books you can read, and so many like things that I can, like critical thinking about that you can do about like Frankenstein before I would get bored. But I know that like just looking at the human body and looking at the complexity that's just going on throughout your life and all the ways that can be interrupted and changed, that's just like an endless source of interest for me. And so, and also obviously there's the helping people part of it, but like, I just think the interest is mainly what drives me, of just like what is going on inside people. And I really have always wanted to know that and like learn more about that since I was really little.